Hey everybody, this is Jared Schutz with Ben Forcucci from Freedom Mortgage, and we wanted to go through a few things of how this whole pandemic is affecting the real estate industry. Ben, where are you located?
Good morning, Jared. I'm over here in Latham, New York.
Great. Yeah, Ben does a lot of work with us, and he does a great job for his clients.
Thank you very much.
So how are you holding up, Ben, with everything that's going on here?
It's been a little chaotic,
Uh-huh.
but busy at the same time. When the Feds drop the rates basically to zero, it has a lot to do with everything. It has a lot to do with credit card rates and all other types of loans. And normally mortgages, same thing. Rates drop right away.
Yeah.
The stock market's been all over the place. So the last week or two, which is unusual, the rates have gone up in the morning, come down in the afternoon, back up in late afternoon. So the challenge is to time it right for my clients that are all looking to refinance. The rates are lower. They are lower. They just keep going up and down. So what the best course of action I've been doing with my clients that have been calling, whether they're refinancing to pay off debt, save money, get a lower rate, or they're looking to get pre-approved to buy a house, is to plan ahead. I get all their information. I see what their goals are for their interest rates and what they're looking to do. Because locking our interest rate, unlike what a lot of people think, is not just a click of a button. You have to have all the client's information in there. You have to submit it to the lender. It's a few-hour process. So all my clients are planning ahead. Half of them I already locked with great rates. The other half, I have all their information and I know what their goal is, what their target rate is. And when I see it, because I'm watching the market for 6 to 8 hours a day, I lock it and we take advantage of it. So it's a very good market. It's just a little bit of a crazy market right now, Jared.
Yeah. A lot of questions that we're getting, Ben, are, well, hey, we heard all this news about the Fed rate dropping down, and how does that impact mortgage rates? And you're saying that they're very volatile. If someone was thinking of buying or refinancing, they can obviously call you, but how else could they figure out where the rates are now and if it's a good time for them?
Yeah, it's hard for the general public to realize what the rates are, because by the time they see it on the news that they dropped, they most likely have changed already. Best way to do it is to call me. I'll go over the information for you. I'll tell you what the rate is that day. People just have to be aware that whatever I tell them at 1 o'clock, I might have to tell them something different at 4 o'clock when the market closes. So again, if they have a goal in mind, it's to plan ahead, get information into me or their lender, and we'll be ready because we're doing it all day.
Awesome. Thanks, Ben. Another question that's coming in is, with everything, a lot of non-essential businesses, all non-essential businesses, obviously, closing for the time being. People are saying, well, let's say the county clerk's office is closing. So how is that going to affect potentially closing with someone that already, has a contract on the house, or people that they want to invest? A lot of people are moving money. What would you say to that? I mean, you had a title company for 10 years, right?
Correct. Yep. So great question. The process with the banks has not really slowed down at all. All right. I think there's a little bit less business coming in, but I think they ramped up their support staffs. And I haven't seen a slowdown in the process at all. Okay. No, not at all. These days, for the last 10 years, unlike when I was doing it 15 years ago, everything was a much slower process. But these days, everything's automated. Clients are too busy to meet face-to-face. Everything's done with secured websites and secured emails. So the process is just faster in general. You get everything to the lenders much faster than in the past. In regards to title insurance, I'll see a little bit of a slowdown. I think I've had it for 10 years, but I think we're going to experience a little bit of a slowdown because before you can complete a title insurance policy, you have to order a property search, a title search on the property you're buying or property you're refinancing. And there are certain counties that don't do searches online. Somebody physically goes to the clerk's office, they look up your property, they do a 30-year search on it. Some of those are shut down. So we haven't really experienced a lag in processing time. What we're doing right now is ordering title insurance right away. Okay. So usually we wait a week or two, we get the appraisal in, but right now our attorneys are ordering them right away, just in case they're forecasting a slowdown in getting the policies back completed. But for the most part, those outer skirt areas are going to have a little bit of a delay, but that's not where a majority of the business comes from. So this might take them a little bit longer to close if they're in a certain area that doesn't have it online.
Very cool. That's great. Well, that's good. That's good to know that, essentially about 90% of the searches, the company can be done online, and that we are in a good opportunity. I was looking at the Great Depression and other, times in our history where certain things have impacted industry and economics. And, we're lucky that we can do what we're doing right now, and we can share communication, educate, and not be in the same room together, right? So
right.
You're lucky I'm not coughing on you, right? So, that's
Once
really
I
great.
finish with you, I'm going to go in the kitchen and eat bagels with my family. So
exactly, yeah.
It is the advantage of people that have to move, people that are ready to move, or they're making a financial decision for their future with a mortgage refinance. They're not shut down. We're all accessible. Again, there's not a big difference when I'm talking with my clients, whether I'm sitting in my office or here in my home office. We can get it done.
Absolutely. That's so cool. And so, Ben, another question that I have for you is, can you tell me a little bit about the remote online notarization, the RON that Cuomo was talking about?
Yeah, that was probably, it was, we got the news that, basically we may be non-essential as a mortgage company or a bank, but it's possible we're not. There's still confusion, but it really didn't matter to us yesterday. We just packed up our files that we're working out with our clients so they can reach us anywhere. We can go over their information. But what I was really concerned about is, well, great, Jared can sell a house and I can get the mortgage done for them. We can get the title insurance completed. We get them approved. And then in due time, we get them cleared to close. Congratulations, you're about to close on your house. Well, if attorneys' offices and mortgage lenders and title insurance companies are deemed non-essential, then how do we close your loan for you?
Yeah.
So the best news that came out was Governor Cuomo at pretty much at the same time notified us that we may be non-essential to not be open. He signed an executive order, which we didn't have before, to allow everybody to sign their closing remote access, to notarize their closing documents via the computer. They can also sit in their home office, their house, or on their laptop and do their closing and just go somewhere to pick up their house keys. Okay, so that was huge. I mean, that was the one stumbling block of, I don't know how we're going to get over this, because we don't want people that are in process right now of they're supposed to close Wednesday. I have clients that are supposed to close Tuesday and Friday. What's going to happen? So he solved that with that. So there was the good thing, the positive thing, there was forethought before he just decided to close up, any mortgage companies and attorneys' offices, which was good. Yeah, it was good news.
So cool. Yeah. It's so awesome that in both of our industries, Ben, that we're able to work from home and remotely. And, I know a lot of the people in the real estate industry and our agents at Red Door Realty, we work from our cars, and it's just like you're constantly on the go kind of thing. So
it's very hard to, I have a trouble finding you all the time. You're everywhere.
all over the place, right? Yeah.
Yep.
And I don't even know where I'm going to be half the time, right? So it's really great that we can still, to a certain degree, close on houses, and that, we can still do the things that we need to do. And we're seeing a lot of people also move money with the market shifting. And so as time ticks on here, more opportunities are going to become available. And people still are in the position sometimes where they need to move, and so it's nice to know that we could potentially do a transaction digitally. And, I would definitely encourage anyone to reach out to Ben Forcucci with Freedom, or myself, or anyone at Red Door, in regards to how that would look if you're thinking of buying, selling, refinancing, anything like that. So, and then also, everyone's at home, being there for our friends and our family, answering questions for them, and just encouraging them. And then just even reconnecting, Ben, you and I were talking about, this is a great opportunity for us to kind of get closer with, our friends and family, whether it be via online or, being in a house with them kind of thing. So,
right.
So how else can you see that this could be a potential opportunity for let's say someone in our industry?
Yeah, I think, I've been, doing it for 25 years, been through the mortgage crash of 2008. And that was, in terms of the mortgage industry and real estate, that was worse, not in terms of everything else going on with the coronavirus. But the one thing that came out of it, and the one thing that came out of other times of this uncertainty, was everybody took advantage of the opportunity at the end of the day. The Fed's dropping rates to help everybody save money. Maybe relieving mortgage payments for 3 months is going to be huge for people. But take advantage of it. Make phone calls to you or to me and ask the questions. You have the time. Look at your mortgage rate. Look at your debt. What do you need? Is there college coming up next year? Do you want to be in that new house, whether you're downsizing? Either way, plan ahead. You got the time. Give us a call and we'll answer all questions. If you want the rate, we'll put you on the list. So it's a good time to relax, settle in, and plan for the future coming up, because it's all going to blow over. When it does, it's probably going to be crazy of how many people are going to just call to refinance because the rate's going to be very low. But you probably will be able to get that rate in the process in the next few weeks, because it's up or down every day. You just got to catch it at the right time.
Timing is everything, right?
Yep, absolutely.
So cool. Well, as far as, people that are prepared for this kind of a shift and looking to invest or have questions and stuff, I would encourage you to reach out. As far as other people in our industry that might be a little complacent, and I know, agents typically don't like to be in the same place for more than a few hours. So if you are in need of coaching or some guidance or some concrete things that you can do, reach out, and we'll try to help you, because this is a great time to sharpen our skills and to build our databases and that kind of stuff. So thank you so much, Ben. Really, really grateful that we were able to make this happen. And, Ben has really done a great job for us. He's on our preferred client services list, and big supporter of Red Door. So
thanks. My pleasure. Everybody be safe and have a great day.
thanks, Ben.
All right. Talk to you soon, Jared.